My brother, Officer Joshua Iyer, born July 25th, 1992, to Maria Pat, he lived a life of unwavering love and service. From a young age, Joshua knew he was called to service and to protect his community. He followed his life's mission through his service in the North Carolina Army National Guard and as an officer for the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department. He was in the Guard for 12 years, where he deployed to Afghanistan in 2013 and Kuwait in 2019. Joshua graduated from Pfeiffer University with a Bachelor's of Arts in Criminal Justice in 2017, which he completed in 2.5 years. And immediately joined CMPD, where he served the North Tryon Division for 6 years. Joshua's demeanor was similar to the North Carolina weather. You never quite knew what you would get from him each day, but the possibilities were endless. Whether he was roasting you with his sarcastic humor or smoking you in the middle of the desert overseas, Joshua led with his heart. He left every situation better than it was when he entered, even if he never cracked a smile. Joshua was an honorable man, a trustworthy brother, a loving son, and a hero to many, long before he left this world. Joshua was a nerd, and he was proud of it. He loved all things Star Wars and enjoyed building Lego sets. He had a sweet tooth and could put anyone to shame at the dinner table. Joshua was passionate about working out and supporting his buddies in reaching their fitness goals. However, anyone who spent much time with Joshua knew that he adored his wife Ashley and his son Andrew most of all. Joshua and Ashley met in 2014 when he returned from his first deployment, and they later married in 2017. The foundation of their relationship is friendship, and they share a love that will last longer than the stars. When Andrew arrived in 2021, it was no surprise that Joshua wore his title of Daddy with utmost pride. Though Joshua and Andrew shared less than 3 years on Earth, their love and their bond will last forever, and we will ensure that it does. We will always remember Joshua for how he served, protected, and loved his family, his friends, and his community. We miss his infectious laugh, and how bright red he would turn from various emotions. Joshua was simply the best, and we are blessed to have lived alongside of him. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming out today, for honoring my brother. He was so special. We will never forget.
We will never forget.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor for me to stand on the stage with Katie Solis and to be able to read the bio of her husband, Sergeant First Class Christopher Solis, who is a Medal of Honor recipient. Christopher Solis was born and raised in Summerville, South Carolina. From an early age, Chris learned the value of resilience and hard work from his mother, Judy. After high school, he attended the Citadel for 2 years before ultimately deciding to enter active duty in the United States Army as a combat engineer. During his military career, Chris exemplified the values of the Ranger Creed, demonstrating unwavering courage and commitment to his fellow soldiers. He believed leadership meant leading by example, and he took great pride in supporting and uplifting those around him. Chris's dedication to his mission never wavered. He fought valiantly on the battlefield and made the ultimate sacrifice while refusing to leave a fallen comrade behind. For his heroic actions, he was posthumously awarded our nation's highest honor, the Medal of Honor. Beyond his military accomplishments, Chris was, above all else, a devoted husband and father. He cherished his family life with his wife, Katie, and their child, Shannon. Chris did his best to remain present in every moment, laugh as often as possible, and continually challenge himself to be better. Chris was beyond stubborn, but he was also humble enough to admit when he was wrong. He carried a constant smile and rarely allowed the burdens of the world to weigh him down. His love of art and music was equally matched by his love of the great outdoors. He encouraged Shannon to embrace personal growth and fostered a sense of adventure through their many shared hiking and camping trips. His legacy, one of courage, compassion, and dedication, serving as a lasting reminder of the difference one individual can make in the lives of others. As we remember Sergeant First Class Christopher Solis, we honor not only his heroism, but also the love, kindness, and values he shared with his family, friends, and community. Rangers lead the way. We will never forget.
We will never forget.
First of all, I would like to say a huge thank you to Upstate Warrior Solution for honoring our hero and all the heroes, and also for what they do for families like ours. When tragedy strikes, on the night of John's death, I was home with my 6 children, and the youngest was barely 1. And suddenly I was a single mom of 6 with no income and no idea what I was going to do. But because of organizations like this, we've been able to navigate our path. And I'll tell you a little bit about John. He was a 15-year veteran with the North Carolina State Highway Patrol. But what I really want to talk to you about today is who John was aside from the badge. I was sitting in my high school English class when the boy behind me reached out and touched on blonde hair. He asked for my phone number, and that's where our 25-year love story began. I married my high school sweetheart in 2001. Our first baby was born in 2003. During our 20-year marriage, we welcomed 5 more children. John was so much more than just a state trooper. He was a caring and playful father. He was a loving and flirty husband. He was an amazing son, uncle, brother, and friend. And as many roles as he played, he always took the time to make himself available to those who needed him in whatever capacity that might be. His love for God and his eagerness to study Scripture amazed me as we grew in our faith together. I enjoyed his excitement in sharing the gospel with others. On January 3rd, 2022, our family received the devastating news that John had been involved in a collision. His testimony was cut short as far as this life is concerned, but it lives on through the lives of his children and the many people whose lives were touched by John's kindness and love. We will never forget.
We will never forget.